Hi guys, welcome to today's video. So, I'm gonna be reading spooky Halloween books for 24 hours. I'm very excited. So, I have a very big TBR of books I want to get through. Most of them are graphic novels. I'm very excited for these books. I love the selection of books I have. I went a little overboard, but I couldn't help myself. I was so excited. I'm gonna start this readathon at 12 o'clock today and finish it 12 o'clock tomorrow. I'm also gonna be baking, hopefully. I'm planning to bake. I'm gonna make apple pie, maybe cookies, we'll see. I'm very excited. So this is just gonna have all the spooky Halloween vibes. I'm sorry if you can hear my aircon, it is 30 degrees. So let's go through my TBR. The first 3 books I have are the first 3 books in the Goosebumps series. Even though I don't think Goosebumps is really like a series, like you have to read them in order, but I just thought I'd get the first 3 books. So this one, the title's covered from the library sticker, but I'll put it on the screen. Actually, maybe it's at the front of the book. I think this is Monster Blood for Breakfast. Then we have Stay Out of the Basement and Welcome to Dead House. So Goosebumps books, I feel like you probably know what they are. I feel like everyone as a kid either reads them or knows about them. They are really fun, spooky books, and they're like for children. So I think I'm gonna get them through them pretty fast. But I feel like these books are gonna have all the best spooky vibes, and I'm very excited to reread them now as like an adult. I'm very excited to read these. And then I have Garlic and the Vampire and Garlic and the Witch. I actually don't know which one's first, but these are graphic novels that follows Garlic, and I think Garlic goes on these adventures and it's spooky. I saw Katie's read them in a vlog. I don't know if it was a recent one or one from like last year Halloween. She said they were really fun and sweet, and I'm very excited. Like, I love the covers and the illustrations look so beautiful, so I'm very excited for these. And then we have Carroli, the graphic novel. I'm very excited for this. It looks very different from the movie. I've watched the movie quite a few times, but I haven't read the book. I think I tried to read it when I was a kid, but I never got through it. I'm intrigued to see how the graphic novel plays out. Caroline does not look the same. She's a blonde-haired girl. That's our Caroline. And we have the cats. Yay. So yeah, I thought I might watch Caroline in this vlog, but that's not for sure, because whenever I watched Caroline, I watched it with someone else, and I'm very easily scared. That's why we're not reading any thrillers in this vlog. Like, I'm very easily scared and I'll have nightmares. So I don't know if I'll watch it, because honestly, like, I know Coraline's for children, but it's scary. Like, there's some parts that are really scary, and I don't know if I could watch that on my own. So we'll see. I feel like a wimp right now. I'm a scaredy cat. I didn't even mention the makeup or the costume, but I'm a cat. I wasn't even gonna really dress up. I had like these bat face stickers and I was gonna put them on. Then I realized I could just like be a cat with eyeliner, so that's what we're doing. Anyways, the last physical book I have is My Friend Dharma. This is a graphic novel. I think the movie My Friend Dharma with Ross Lynch is inspired by this graphic novel. I don't know how I'm gonna like this, because I'm not the biggest fan of true crime, because I feel like a lot of the time it's not done like respectfully. And with the whole Jeffrey Dahmer situation, like the movie that came out last year with Evan Peters, very romanticized, like people on TikTok and stuff romanticizing the movie and everything. So I don't know how much I'm gonna like this. I looked at a few reviews briefly and I saw positive things, so I think this is gonna put it in like a good perspective. and not paint Jeffrey Dahmer as like a good guy or someone that should be redeemed, because obviously he should not be. That's the last physical book I have. And then I also want to read The Canterville Ghost by Oscar Wilde. I read The Picture of Dorian Gray by him last year and I loved that book. Like, one of my favorite classics. It was so good. And The Canterville Ghost is like a short story. I think it's 100 pages. I've heard people say it's like Scooby-Doo with mysteries, and it's funny and witty. Witty, that sounds really weird from my mouth. So I'm very excited to read that. Hopefully I get through it, because I'm not the best at reading classics just because of the writing, but I have high hopes since I've seen so many good things, and I really loved The Picture of Dorian Gray. That is my TBR. Sorry there's no like thrillers or murder mysteries or horrors. I thought about it and I don't think I could do it. I am planning on making a video in the future where I read like thrillers, mystery and horror books for the first time, but I'm just not prepared to do that. And for a 24-hour readathon, I think I'd rather read a lot of short, quick books. That way it's more enjoyable, I get through them quicker. That's what I've decided to do with this 24-hour readathon. This isn't going to be like really strict. I'm going to let the timer go when it gets to 12 until the next day at 12, and then yeah, we're just going to be reading a lot. So right now it's 11:30. When it gets to 12, I'm going to start reading. I'm so excited. Okay. It's 11:59. We're going to start the stopwatch as soon as it gets to 12, just so I know how long I've been reading for. Okay. We're gonna start with Monster Blood for breakfast. He really does look like a long, lanky worm with glasses. Oh my god. This poor kid. I finished Monster Blood for breakfast. It was okay. We're now at an hour 35. I did take a break to eat. I thought this was going to be a lot more fun, but I was kind of bored. I guess it is it is made for children, but I thought like I was going to have a lot more fun. I don't know. It was okay. I was just kind of bored for most of it. And there's a little short story at the end that I like started and I was like, eh, I'm over this. So I'm gonna read Garlic and the Vampire now. This is the first book in the little series. I think Garlic goes on an adventure to confront a vampire, and Garlic has a friend Carrot and a friend Witch. So I'm excited to get into this one. Hopefully I like this one more. I'm gonna read Vampire and the Witch, and I'm eating dinner rolls from KFC because I'm vegetarian. So I'm on page 42 of Garlic and the Vampire, but I'm actually going to bake now and make apple pie because I'm really hungry. I made the apple pies. I made like 12 in total, so I'm gonna give some to friends and stuff. But let's try it. I'm nervous. I'll be honest, before when I was cooking the apples with the sugar and stuff, it didn't smell very good. It tastes like a McDonald's apple pie. Oh my god, that's good. Most of the time when I bake, I'm not successful. Or it turns out like a bit iffy, but this was successful and I'm happy because baking takes forever. I'm not really someone that bakes. I usually cook instead. I feel like it's easier to mess up when it comes to baking, but I did pretty good. So I've been reading some of Garlic and the Vampire. It's very cute. I'm really liking it. This witch has all these vegetables that are living. They like garden and farm for her, and then they sell their vegetables and stuff at the markets. But they discovered there's a vampire in a house nearby, and they've all like told Garlic she needs to go, or they, I don't know actually. Vampires can't be near Garlic or something, whatever. And Garlic is really anxious and scared all the time, and it's really funny and it's relatable. Yeah, I'm like halfway through. I'm gonna finish it and eat some apple pie. Right now the timer is at almost 4 hours, so quite a lot of time has passed. It took me a long time to bake, and then I was feeling unwell, like my stomach was really hurting, but it's calmed down now. And I was reading a bit of this while I was waiting for the apple pies to cook, but I was also like dying a little because I was cooking in the kitchen and we don't have a fan or anything in there, and it's like 30 degrees, so I was dying. I'm gonna continue reading now. I finished Garlic and the Vampire. It was really good. I really liked it. It was very simple and short, but it was so cute and sweet, and I really liked it, and I love the art style. I don't really rate graphic novels because I just struggle to rate them. It's hard for me to compare them to fiction novels and stuff, but I would say this is like a 4-star book. I really did enjoy it. I'm actually gonna read The Canterville Ghost now. Oh, let me give you a time update. We're now at 4 hours and 39 minutes, almost 40 minutes. So we're gonna read The Canterville Ghost. I don't know how long this is gonna take me because it's only 100 pages, but it's a classic, so I feel like I need to read like a proper book. I am missing my fantasy and my romance, but we're reading spooky books. This book was first published in 1887 in Court and Society Review, a magazine for the leisured upper classes. Why is that so cool? Like, they had a magazine for upper class people and this short story was published in it. I don't know why that's so cool to me. Let me read the synopsis. The story begins when Mr. Otis's family shifted to Canterville Chase, despite warnings from Canterville that the house is haunted. The Otis family includes Mr. and Mrs. Otis, their daughter Virginia, twin boys, and their eldest son Washington. At first, none of them believed in ghosts, but shortly after they move in, none of them can deny the presence of Sir Simon, the ghost. Wait, okay, I'm excited! Hi guys, I just finished The Canterville Ghost. I really liked it. It was really funny and the story was really fun. It reminded me a bit of Beetlejuice because the daughter was the one that like helped the ghost. I don't know if I should rate it because it was like a short story. There were some parts I didn't understand because of like the language, which I wish I could understand classics better. I feel like I'd get more out of them if I understood what they were saying. But like, I don't want the language to change, but I want to know what they're saying, what they mean when they say things, because there'll be a lot of times where I don't understand what they're saying, but most of the time I get like the general idea. But yeah, I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. And I realized that made me realize I should watch a Beetlejuice, so I think I'm gonna do that tonight. I haven't watched it in forever. I love that movie and I love the musical, which I haven't seen the musical, but I love the songs. So I don't know what I'm gonna read next. I'm getting really tired and distracted. I kept getting distracted by my phone. We're now 7 hours and 17 minutes in. Also, I have pizza. I really feel like stopping reading and watching the movie because I'm getting tired. And I usually like sleep at this time. I sleep really early. So should I do that and continue reading tomorrow? I feel like I haven't read enough. Like, I have time tomorrow to read more, but I feel like I need to read more now because it's Halloween. Well, let's look at the books I want to read tomorrow. So I'm not gonna read the other Goosebumps books because well, this one was Horrorland and these aren't. They're like a part of a different, I don't know, but I don't feel like reading these. So tomorrow I can read Garlic and the Witch, Coraline, and My Friend Dharma. And so today I've read 3 books. I feel like this readathon isn't very exciting, but I'm trying, okay? Like, I'm doing the best I can. So I'm gonna eat my pizza and watch Beetlejuice. Hopefully I can find it somewhere. Hi guys, good morning. So it's actually 12 p.m. I did sleep in because I was struggling to sleep last night, so I'm tired, but we're gonna continue reading anyways. We are past like the 24-hour mark, but oh well. Also, I didn't watch Beetlejuice because it wasn't available on any of like the streaming services I have, but I did have a dream where I was in Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, the animatronics were like following me around. It was really scary. So I feel like that kind of makes up for it. But that was terrifying, and I haven't even watched the movie yet. I'm watching it tomorrow. I'm very excited, but I'm also terrified because I've never watched like a scary movie in a cinema before. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I like it. Anyway, that's besides the point. We're gonna continue reading. So I'm gonna read Garlic and the Witch, and then we're gonna get to Coraline and my friend Dharma. I'm gonna try and read these in a few hours maybe, because I don't want this to go on until like nighttime, and I think it will only take me a few hours to get through these. So we're just gonna like do a little reading sprint, reading spree, reading binge, I don't know, readathon. We're gonna continue the readathon and we're just gonna focus on reading. We're gonna start with Garlic and the Witch. I'm really excited to get back into this book. Also, like, the art is like incredible. Like, I love this art style so much. It's so pretty. Like, I just want to take a picture of every single page, like, and the chapters, like, oh my god, it's so pretty. I love Garlic and the other characters. I'm excited. Let's get into Garlic and the Witch. I finished Garlic and the Witch. It was really cute and sweet. It was a little bit creepy because the vegetables and fruits turned into humans, but it was still fun, and I just like, I'm in love with the art style and the characters are so cute. So I'm hoping more books come out in this series. And I looked up Brie Pawson and she has a few other graphic novels, and I might have a look at those as well. And I definitely want to get like my own copies of these books. I think I'm gonna read my friend Dharma now because I'm in the mood for it, I guess. And yeah. Ooh, I finished my friend Dharma. I'm not sure how I feel about this book. It was interesting to see what he was like as a teenager, but there were quite a few things I didn't like in like the writing and stuff. There was a word that was used a lot, which it's not a slur, but it is very offensive and rude and just not a nice word to use. It was used over and over and over again. And I didn't like the actual other guy in this book, Durf, the friend of Jeffrey Dahmer. Because in this book, he tells us how he bullied him, but he never says he bullied him. Like, he very clearly bullied Dahmer, which I'm not saying like, I'm not trying to take some responsibility off of Dahmer. Like, everything he did is his fault. But Durf, like, he's never like admits or takes responsibility for bullying him. He's just like, I know it seems like we were mean to him, but we just thought it was funny and we were just kids and we didn't have any like bad intentions, and just like deflecting a lot, which was really weird because I feel like looking back on that, I would be like, even though he's a horrible person, I'm like, I wish I didn't bully him. And that was something bad that I did for bullying someone. But he just deflects and doesn't take responsibility. And also, Dharma was like an alcoholic. He drank a lot for years, and Durf was aware of this, and he says, I don't know why a teacher or a parent never did anything, but he also never did anything. He never told a teacher, a parent, or spoke to Dharma himself. At least he doesn't tell us that he did. which obviously that's not his responsibility, but he's like blaming teachers and stuff for not doing something and the adults, but also he was a part, like he has some more responsibility because he was aware and he wasn't like a child, he was like 16 to 18, and he could have said something. He could be like, I wish I said something. He knew about how odd and weird Dharma was, how he was doing really weird things like briefly, and he never said anything, which also like is not his responsibility. And I'm not trying to take blame off Dharma because obviously Jeffrey Dahmer is this like serial killer, he's disgusting and everything for what he's done. But I just found it weird how Steph wrote this book, and there's some other things that were just, he was trying to make like fun of the whole thing, and I personally really didn't like him, so it was a bit iffy. It was like kind of like he was trying to brag. That's my interpretation of it. That's how it came off to me, like he was trying to brag that he knew him in some sort of way. I think it's really interesting knowing what he was like as a child and a teenager, but I wish we got a better perspective of it and not trying to turn it into some comedy. That being said, I'm very tired. It's now 3, but I'm gonna take a break and then I'm gonna read Caroline because I just need a break from reading and I'm just like so tired. Yeah, I don't want to like force myself to read more right now because then it's just not enjoyable, so I'm gonna wait a bit and then I'm gonna read Caroline and then I will end this video. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I finished Caroline, the graphic novel. I am so tired. What is the time? It's now 6 o'clock. It was good, but it's definitely not as good as the movie. I feel like since I already know the story, it's not that interesting to me. I don't know. But I guess it'd be good for kids. That's probably the target audience. But also, I'm not a big fan of the art style because I feel like it doesn't really portray the story of Caroline very well. Like, it's a very realistic art style. I feel like if it was more, I don't know, maybe like whimsical, like the colors are very dull. Anyways, that's the end of this video. I failed the 24-hour readathon, but that's okay. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what you did on Halloween, if you read any spooky books. But yeah, that's all for today's video. Bye!